Welcome to Swingin' at KRS with Scottie from Scottie's Pizza Parlor.
Hi!
Your place is called Scottie's, and your name is Scottie. So, was that a little narcissistic?
Yeah. Maybe. I didn't know what to call the place. I don't know. There's like, I definitely didn't want it to be called like blank and blank, like every other trendy, soulless,
oh yeah, those are the
restaurant.
worst. I've done some research, and you are from Brooklyn. You've also lived in New Mexico.
I was born in Brooklyn, moved away when I was 7 years old. My mom wanted to move out west and fulfill her lifelong dream of being a cattle rancher. I got married at age 21.
Wow.
Yeah. Met the most amazing person in the world, period. And was like, cool, like, let's do this forever.
Oh, that's so sweet. It's almost as sweet as your marinara sauce.
Ah, there you go. She was accepted to the Yale School of Forestry.
Wow.
So we moved to Connecticut. New Haven, Connecticut is a huge, like, historically known pizza town.
Most recently, you broke a world record for most different cheeses on a pizza.
Yeah.
During Portland Pizza Week.
Yeah, that happened. We're all Ninja Turtles fans. Like, to some of us, it's how we were introduced to pizza, or at least loving pizza. In this movie, there's a scene that involves a 99 cheese pizza. And it's like, you know, angels singing. It's a pretty glorious moment. So we decided, all right, let's top this literally and figuratively with more cheese and actually apply to Guinness and get a world record. Like, wouldn't that be hilarious?
Yeah.
We're still in talks with Guinness about making it official. There's no existing record for most cheeses on a pizza. So they have to write the guidelines. Fortunately for us, they're sort of basing it on our application. So I think we'll get it. Yeah.
Can you recite all the cheeses for me now?
No. Cheeses that like monks in the Alps have been making with like a hundreds-year-old recipe in a cave somewhere.
Wow.
Like cheeses that have washed rinds, olive oil rubbed rinds, cheeses that are aged, that smell like the ocean. Like, it's crazy.
I tasted that for sure. Yeah. And I noticed you have a pay it forward system at the shop where there's a board where people can prepay for someone else's slice and you put a tally.
The idea of pay it forward came actually from Naples, Italy, and originated as a form of suspended coffees. Folks would buy their morning coffee, and instead of paying for one, they would pay for two. And if somebody either in line behind them that day or maybe later on came by and couldn't afford a cup of coffee, they would just ask, do you have any suspended coffees? I just loved it. That was like long before I even owned a pizza place, and I just knew like one day that we would definitely do something like that. And
seeing those kind of things just reminds you that like there's humanity in commerce, you know?
Totally.
In like this city which grows more soulless by the day.
Like the more that people can recognize that other people are people.
Yeah.
Like the better this world would be, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And related to that, you pay your employees at least $15 an hour, which is amazing.
I told myself when I started writing a business plan and wanted to open a pizza place that if I couldn't make it work while paying people at least 15 bucks an hour, that I wouldn't do it. Food service labor is so undervalued worldwide, and the work that we do to put food on other people's plates is hard work. We work on our feet all day. I've worked in the service industry for a long time, and I've had that experience, and the whole time I was telling myself, like, someday if I ever open a restaurant, it's not going to be like this. You know, I'm going to make sure that people are paid right and treated right and can take a sick day when they need it and can get paid sick time so that they can still pay their rent
Are there memorable slices of pizza you ate during your childhood?
Oh yeah. Growing up in New York, there's great pizza everywhere. I would say my most like go-to spot where I'd like hang out with my little like 7-year-old friends on the way to the park or whatever. Smiling Pizza. We called it Smiley's. It's on the corner of 7th Avenue and 9th Street in Park Slope, right in front of the F train, and like moving away from that was devastating.
Have you ever thought of doing like a Frito pie special pizza? Because that's a thing in
No,
Mexico.
but now
Just
maybe.
call me up,
Yeah.
got the ideas.
All right.
Were you in a band? I heard?
Where'd you hear that? My dad is a salsa musician. He's like
Cool.
a half Italian, half Puerto Rican, really funny guy. He introduced me to music at a very, very young age, from piano to congas and bongos. Yeah, I'd say probably like the main band that was like my baby was a super silly pop punk band called West 44. Post Blink-182, but pre plus 44. I don't know, that's just like a Blink-182 side project.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I won't let you get the best of me.
So we're here at Kill Rock Stars.
I think maybe I was introduced to Portland through the Thermals and Elliott Smith, and the several iterations of Kathleen Hanna. All great.
You brought an old video fanzine VHS tape, which I would love to talk about, because I've only heard legends about this and like sorted some archival stuff related to this, but never seen one in real life. So
no way.
What on earth is this?
Well, so my wife Amy had this when I moved in with her. And then like I learned about Slater Kinney and the Julie Ruin, and like Elliott Smith is on here.
So good. Emily Sassy Lime. So what did you want to be when you were a kid?
Oh man, I think I wanted to be a rock star. I wanted to have a recording studio when I got like a little older. And I was recording bands just like either in their garages or like eventually out of my wife's house. I was in school and couldn't find a degree that was for running a recording studio, so I took business classes. I was like, all right, I just got to figure out how to do it myself. And then I was working for Apple for a long time. I was a Mac genius.
So maybe in retirement you'll finally start that recording studio.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Record some bands.
Yeah. I did tell myself, like, back when I was into recording more, that the dream would be like, you know, kind of like restaurant / music venue with a recording studio and a place to live.
I've always wanted to have a vintage store / concert space / cafe. So maybe we can just make it a whole city block.
I'm down.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
You can do the business plan.
There we go.
Cool. Well, that seems about as good a time as any to call it a day.
Sweet. That was fun.
Thank you so much for coming in,
Yeah.
Scottie.
Oh my god. Thank you for having me. This is crazy.
This has been Swinging at KRS. We've been swinging. It's the most laid-back
swinging.
interview show around. So stay tuned to see what's next. I'm Megan Hattie.
And I'm Scottie.
Bye-bye. This is so good. I'm glad that you viewers get to see this. This is the happiest I ever looked.
That's awesome. I don't play music anymore. I play music vicariously through my coworker Leo Brill, who has a really awesome band called Mouth Breather. he's like a total like guitar nerd. He's got all these pedals and like loops his stuff and like splits his like, this is the thing that blew my mind. He like splits his guitar tone by the octave and routes the low end into a bass amp. And you get this like really heavy like growling bass. And this is video proof that I'm handing your demo, Leo, to someone at Kill Rock Stars.